I can't believe I'm making this video right now. I can't believe it. If you have seen my episode 1 review of Lovecraft Country, if you haven't, check it out right here because it's going to help inform what I'm saying and you will hopefully understand where I'm coming from. In that video, I stated all of the things I enjoyed about it. I was overall positive about the whole video. I didn't really have any nitpicks to speak of other than the fact that it didn't grab me. I wasn't sucked into this world yet. But all in all, it was a decent first episode. I felt like it established the world, it established the characters, it established what to expect moving forward. Or did it? That is my problem. So I don't know what this is going to be. It's going to be a bit of a just me talking rant video, I guess. Not really a formal review. Just talk about the issues I had with it and the lessons any storyteller can learn or viewer who wants to understand maybe why they don't like something. I don't know if this is going to be episode 1 of my series of what the fuck reviews where I post videos about shows or movies or books that just go off the rails in a weird way. I have no idea. We'll see where it goes. All right, let's start with character. My favorite topic. In the first episode, we met our protagonist, Atticus Freeman. As I said in my review, I really love the character. I think the first scene he was in established him as someone who is not ordinary. He goes in the face of mainstream thought. It was refreshing. It was a unique spin on a character in this time period. We also have a great scene with him where he's with his uncle and his friend Letitia. And they're in a situation where a cop is after them. And there's a moment there where our hero could fight back. But what does he do? He folds. He gives in to the threats of this cop. And that really shows that he's not quite who he needs to be yet. I love how the beginning established him as a thoughtful character, someone who just isn't all brawn, but he's got a lot of brain, and it really made me wonder what I would expect from this character. His uncle is a bit of a mentor figure and one that Atticus has leaned on quite a bit, and I view Letitia as kind of just the wily, crazy character that is a nice contrast to their very subdued personality types. So what happened in episode 2? Well, at the end of episode 1, we find our characters at the front doors of this mansion-y castle thing, and what appears to be a member of the Aryan Nation answers the door, but welcomes them in. Once again, something from the unexpected. So now in episode 2, apparently we're at Hogwarts. That's where we are. There's magic shit happening everywhere. It's almost like Harry Potter for adults or Goosebumps for adults. We're introduced to the Miss Peregrine character that I mentioned in the first episode. So whatever, you didn't lose me quite yet. Things didn't go completely apeshit. Next, we start having massive exposition dumps about who Atticus is and where he came from, and now he's a chosen one of some kind for this cult that wants to live forever, and he's the key for that, I guess. But this is a great example of how you don't want to just cram too much information into a short period of time. Whereas I felt like episode 1 was much more of a nice lead-in, a nice hook for the rest of the series. This felt like a movie jammed into an hour. Tonally, it was completely different. It felt more lighthearted. It felt just cheesier altogether. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. There's these monsters that we found in the first one are being birthed by these cows, and it's just Lovecraft. Where are you in this? I don't understand. Sure, there's monsters. Sure, there's a cult, but they do not come close to the cults that exist in Lovecraft fiction. Back to character. Atticus is now this badass dude. He never second guesses himself. He stands up to everybody and everything. No problem. We don't see any kind of struggle there at all. And it's completely disappointing. Why did they do this? I felt like I was watching either the season finale or the episode before the season finale, before the resolution, with just how much this changed and how much information we were given in a short period of time. I was even having a difficult time keeping up with all of this information, trying to take in the visuals and the acting and the characters and all that. Meanwhile, it's just information, and it was terrible. Reminds me a lot of the info dumps that happened in Rogue One, which were one of my many problems with the movie, but that's beside the point. So now back to Hogwarts. We go full Hogwarts, apparently, where there's magic spells cast on doors, magic to make people see things and forget things, and even glowy signs on door frames, and it all culminates into this just ridiculous portal opening sequence that comes out of nowhere, is far too premature. I mean, this episode could have been called Premature Ejaculation. That's what I felt like it was. It's not fun for anybody. So am I gonna stop watching it? Is this where it all ends? I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna watch one more episode to see where they could possibly go. They found his father already. George died. I didn't get to know him enough to really give a shit. And no matter how much you have the camera on Atticus's blubbering face, it's not going to make me feel any more for the guy. And it's unfortunately because he was probably my favorite character, or one of my favorite characters anyway. He just had this cool mentor, uncle-y vibe that I was anxious to see where it was going to go. One more episode. Can they win me back? Can they create a interesting plot and go back to the characters that they established originally and then the setting they established originally without going full Disney? Was this a what the fuck moment for you? Did you watch this and feel as though you skipped about 5 to 8 episodes and then were forced to watch a very shitty conclusion? So if you enjoyed this, I need to know, because how you can feel that this is tonally and it's a natural progression of the character arcs and the plot. I would love to see an explanation on that. To me, this felt super rushed. I don't know what Misha Green was doing here. I don't know what HBO was trying to do here. I have no idea. I know this show's probably going to be 8 to 10 episodes. We're only 2 in, and I feel like we've gone a long way. Is this going to be a Monster of the Week episode where we encounter these cults and these creatures and solve these little mysteries per episode? I don't know. I imagine it was going to be a long-form narrative like most of HBO shows, especially their dramas. This was extremely disappointing to me. I was really hoping that this was going to be something different. All indications pointed to the fact that it would at least be enjoyable, but here I am making this video. And if you feel like I do, it's not bad to stop now. Stop. You only have so much time in your life. There's only so many movies and TV shows to watch. Don't waste it on the bad ones. Or like me, watch one more episode, see where it goes, decide to call it quits at that point. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Let me hear your comments, and I will see you in the next one.